Fernando, Fernando, Haba. Is my sound sounding all right, y'all? Press one if my sound is sounding all right. Bad is in low. Sound is bad. Like bad isn't in low or as in bad. Let's see. How about now? Still low? Okay. The crackle crackle sound is back, man. Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, I didn't want to blow y'all ears out because last time I blew your ears out when I listened to the playback. So I don't wanna blow people's ears out. How's everybody doing tonight? That crackle. I don't know what the hell that crackle. Man, I done tore this whole lab part apart, laptop apart, and put it back together. All the connections, everything. And when I listen to it by myself, no crackle. So I don't know if it's something with Zoom or what. Y'all bear with me. Let me know if it gets too bad. I got a secondary mic. It's a lower quality mic, but I mean, if it, yeah, we'll, but all right, yep, we'll do it live. Crackle on the high end. Okay. Asus. All right. So how everybody doing? Moe Factz live, late night Moe Factz. For the people new here, what we normally do is just I go through what's going on on my social media as I go out through the day, and I'll add different stories to my social media. Then on the lives, we come here and we just chop it up. Uh, People were wondering when we're going to record again. We'll be recording tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. Hopefully, we get done early enough where we can drop it tomorrow night. But if not, it'll be Saturday morning when it drops. Lord willing. Uh, so yeah, I mean, how's everybody doing? I got some few people in the Zoom waiting room. I'll get to you in a second. Just want to do a little housekeeping. So we definitely going to talk about yesterday. Uh, as a matter of fact, y'all want to talk about yesterday? We can start off with that, and then we can go to the social media. What do y'all want to do? Y'all want to talk about what happened? Um, with my short-lived interview slash conversation. That was crazy. That was craziness. Um, let's see. If anybody is aware of what I'm talking about the interview last night and wants to talk about it, if get into the waiting room and raise your hand, I'll let you in. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want to give anybody any more publicity than they already have. But that was just crazy. Yeah, Pharaoh. Yeah, he didn't even let me speak, and that was the frustrating part. I had realized you could see I was getting frustrated because I had realized I was being gaslit. Um, so for you that don't know, I posted. Well, it's on my social media, and that's the only thing I use Twitter for now is to keep track of what's going on, keep you guys informed. Uh, let's see. So it started here. I said yesterday. So what happened was, matter of fact, let me walk you through the whole timeline of what happened, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, you missed it. It wasn't much, but let me take this off the screen. Let me take this off the screen so I can read the direct message I sent him. And I want to know. Uh, there we go. So it was a YouTube channel yesterday, and 1 second. I had woke up, I believe. So yesterday was Wednesday. So I woke up Wednesday morning. I saw a suggestion live feed in my YouTube channel, as you know, I get ready in the morning, and it was a discussion going on. But the discussion between the two people, it was just all out yelling and just, I mean, it's no way you want to present yourself as, educated so-called black men, especially at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So the conversation ended with one person hanging up on the other person and the other person yelling. So I reached out to the guy, and this is exactly what I said. I said, first off, I respect what you do with your channel concerning black men. With that said, I disagree with how you ended the recent live. Blank was right on the facts about what was wrong with what he was right on the facts, but wrong on the way he presented them. I must disclose that I did not vote for either candidate because they did not present any tangibles in the appropriate manner. I would like to have a civil discussion on the topic. Set it up. I didn't do this for clout, hence why I'm contacting you privately. In my humble opinion, that was a bad look for the way the live ended. I wish you well. God bless. All right, so that's how the conversation started. And basically, he hit me back and said, actually, the facts were wrong. And I hit him back. I said, I would beg to differ and would love the opportunity to discuss civilly. All right. So he set up the live chat. He gave me maybe like less than an hour or so, 2 hours to get ready. And I was working actually at the time. I said, thank you. I promise it will be civil and productive. And he said, we'll see. And I should have known then that was going to be a problem. But you know what? As I always say, I will talk to anybody. I would have a conversation with anybody. And yeah, yes, that was Kendrick. Yeah, that was yesterday. Let me see. Christian said, you mean that dude that didn't like the fact he abruptly ended the call? You said it wasn't a good look and proceeded to dig on himself deep. Yes. So saying where's Adam? So this is Moe Factz live. This is something I do independently. Me and Adam, we do our show. Uh we don't do that live. We pre-record and then we drop it. So basically, I went over to his channel, wanted to have a civil discussion. I was cut off repeatedly and being gaslit. And the whole question came up about what is the question? The question was about was Donald Trump being suppressed or not? And I was like, yeah, he was being suppressed. And I'm going to do this. Let's look up the word suppress, just so I can show people that my definitions was correct. And like I said, it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal because if two people can't have a dialogue, and this is what when, on the main show with me and Adam, what we talk about words and why words are important. So suppress, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at the definition of suppress. It says to put down by authority or force. Okay. Definitions 1 and 4 is what apply here. To press down, and 5 to restrain from user course of action, user course of or action, to inhibit or grow, to inhibit the growth or development of, uh, to exclude from consciousness. So the whole point I was saying that shadow banning was oppression, and he was like, no, it's propaganda, it's propaganda. And I'm like, no, it's suppression. Whenever you impede somebody's message getting out, that is suppression. So let's get to the live chat right quick. And like I said, if you want to say something to me, type at Moe Factz. That's at Moe and space and Factz, because that'll show up. I can get to it quickly. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean that I was really disappointed because he presents himself as a intelligent older brother, and I was like, okay, we can have a civil conversation, and I could present the facts. And like I said, I'm not taking up for Donald Trump. You know how I feel. Whoever got the tangibles, that's who we go with. But the bigger issue was, yes, it's suppression, and the reason why it's important to say it's suppression. And I know I said that we're like 10 times now, but the reason why we need to point this out is because this is exactly how they use COINTELPRO to silence Black people when we were trying to get our voice out there. So it is important if you can shadow ban and dampen the message of a sitting president, then we stand no chance on these platforms. So that's the bigger issue I wanted to bring up. And secondly, there's this issue of, we never got to get to the point, but I mean, that answers the question about suppression. It clearly, I used the word by the definition correctly. Propaganda is it's not even a verb. So I don't know how you can propaganda somebody. I mean, like, that's not even, like I said, it's not even a verb. But the bigger issue is I'm seeing this thing pop up, and it's Biden is boring, and that's good. Biden is boring. It's good to be back to boring. It's good to be back not to hear about politicians every day. And that is not a good thing at all. Because in silence is where, the dirty deals are done. Like they say, sunlight is the best disinfectant. So I like to see things be presented in a way to where everybody can see what's going on and we can make our decision. So I just wanted to point out one more thing about that conversation, because like I said, it was much to do about nothing, but I really thought it was going to be a fruitful conversation. I wanted it to be that way, but it was not. So one of the key words I want to look at here, besides suppress, is, let me see, bring it over here. Okay. So I just want to point this out, because even when I started doing my studying myself, the antonym of suppress is incite. So we have to look, and it's important. I mean, I always say this: words are important, because I want to make one point. When me and Adam are having a conversation, or you hear me having a conversation with other people, I'll pause, and I'll pause for the reason of I'm looking for the exact right word to use, because words are important. And if you use the wrong word, or replace it with a filler word, you don't communicate yourself correctly. So a lot of times, people will fill in your word for you, but my brain is filing through all the appropriate words to use and picking the most appropriate. So I just like to say here, the opposite of suppress is incite. And we saw this. We seen to stir up, to whip up, to work up, to encourage. So one side, they were throttling one candidate with suppression, and at the other side, the other candidate that was using incitement to whip up the vote, or whip up narratives, or whip up feelings, or emotions. So yeah, so I just wanted to say that. Let me go back and just read, make sure. Yeah, Bangersfield. Yeah, he did cut me off, and that was the frustrating thing, because I was like, okay, you tell me when to talk, and I'll talk. So, with that said, it is what it is. Missed opportunity, but this does feed into what we're going to talk about today, because there is some suppression and incitement going on, that things I have captured on my social media feed, and uh let's see where we want to start at. Where did we end up last time? Good folks. Let's see where we ended up at. Let me zoom out a little bit. I think we last time we touched on the what is going on here? Last time we touched on the we stopped here at the Coming to America. We talked about tomorrow's show will be about the Meghan Markle, so I don't want to talk too much about that. I did talk about it a little bit. This was crazy. If you didn't catch this one, please go back and watch the last live. We talked about this guy and his statement. And I want to just give more attention to this, because it's crazy for somebody to say this. The supposed purity of the victim has remained stagnant. There are no princesses. Little girls are also kinky. I mean, come on. We need to promote that, in a way where it gets enough attention, where we can get rid of these people. And I sent out a message letting people know I was down the rabbit hole. So at the same time of doing these shows, I have been putting together show number 60, which is going to be a doozy. Oh, Spivey. I got to tell y'all, every time I see Spivey, I got to bring this up. Spivey is the first person to give me a donation on this journey. So it's like, you know how you have going to a restaurant or a business and they have their first money that they made their first transaction with. That's kind of what it is with Spivey. How are you doing, Spivey? Hey, I'd like to hear you call in on the Zoom if you could. Appreciate her. I was so proud of that donation. It was just like, wow. So thank you, Spivey. I appreciate that so much. But going back to this, I want to bring up a main point here. This is what it's all about right here. Female ancestry versus male ancestry. This is where they're trying to get us to go. It's how we track our ancestry through males or females. And this plays a big part in everything that's going on, because they want the lineage, I'm huge on lineage, to be about the female line and not the male line. And that's what patriarchy is all about. And that's what they're really trying to destroy. So I want to talk about that tonight. And I'm going to go over a couple topics. Like I said, we talked about that. Joe Biden's dog biting people. German Shepherd, of course. So that was crazy. This Nike commercial, if you would like to talk about that, we can. But there's some bigger things I want to talk about. Oh, this one here, right here, Super Straight. So we're going to talk about Super Straight. We're going to talk about patriarchy versus matriarchy. And if you want to talk about the Nike commercial. So let's get some calls here. I don't want to hold people too long on the Zoom line. So I'm going to bring some people in now and see what we got going here. Did they all leave? I think they left. Sorry about that. Yeah, if you want to call back in on the Zoom, I'm sorry about that. I was just trying to get the show going. Let me post that one more time in the live chat, just so whoever wants to join can join. Nope. But yeah, I look to hear from y'all. I like to hear from y'all. Yeah, Spivey hooked me up. Well, she kept me motivated. I appreciate that so much. But yeah, so while I'm waiting for people to call in, let's talk about, I think the most interesting thing, I mean, we know about the Nike pushing the transgender and the whole, and like, let me make something clear. I don't care what you do if you're an adult. You do what you want to do. That's just your business. But that feeds into this right here. Who has heard of Super Straight? This is one of the most fascinating things I have heard, and a counter meme. This is how we win the information war, folks, and that's what we're in a way. Is that's why words matter, ideas matter, and how we express our ideas. Raul, I think you can call in. Let's see. Let me see if I can put the number and let me see if I can put the number and the passcode in. Bear with me 1 second. But yeah, I want to really talk about this. I'll put the passcode number in, and then you can call in on a regular Zoom and then put the passcode in. So 472 478. Let me see if I can find the, yeah. Yeah, Yoda, not Yoda. Yeah, it's so what soup. Let me go back to Super Straight. So straight now means this is the crazy thing I've seen. So now they've stretched out the meaning of straight to mean that a man that's straight can sleep with I hate these terms, cisgender woman or either a transgender woman. So that's straight now. This is how far they're moving the goalpost of now. If you say you're straight, it can mean that you sleep with someone of the opposite sex that's of that cisgender or of that transgender. So what the what the mean people did was make up this, hey, no, I'm super straight. So super straight means I find the person of a cisgender opposite of mine attractive only. And they actually were getting banned. They were banning people off of social media. They were banning all their stuff on Amazon. It's crazy. It's one of the fascinating things I've seen, that they say don't oppress other people's sexuality, but I'm getting to you one minute. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna let somebody in. But yeah, it's fascinating that even if you make it clear I'm attracted to somebody of the opposite sex, that's cis, that they'll ban you for that. And Shazy said, I refuse to use those terms. Yeah, no, Shazy, they're hijacking our terms and redefining them. So what it really is a troll. It's a way to troll it's a way to troll in a way. But like I said, it's information war to show how ridiculous people are. You got to cut your sound off in the background and listen to the Zoom. But they actually are banning people. Yeah, I noticed that too about the pentagram. Yep. It is insanity. Let's see. I think he muted himself or her. I don't want to gender anybody up inappropriately. So this is amazing that you can say that you're part of an certain sexuality and it gets banned. But these are the same people that say that they're being oppressed. How you doing?
How you doing?
Kasim?
Yeah. What's up, Mo? Hi, Mo. That's my lady.
I'm doing pretty good. How y'all doing?
We good,
Yeah.
man.
What would y'all like to talk about? We talk about the Super Straight. We talk about the event that happened last night with me being booted.
I was listening. Yeah, that was a very I would say you was very calm, respectfully, to that dude, man. That he was very unprofessional on how he was interviewing, holding the whole conversation with you.
Right. So I actually want to have and if I talk to anybody, somebody could be completely 180 degrees from my belief systems. I would still like to have a civil conversation with them. That way we can understand at least why we disagree. But to gaslight and to troll and to cut off, and you saw when I called him on what he was doing, that's when he really got frustrated. And it's, if you have the facts, then you don't need to, go to those tactics.
Yes, that's a fact.
If people are boxers, if people are boxing fans, what he was doing, an analogy in boxing, he was clinching. So like when when a person doesn't want to fight, they clinch. It's like, stop clinching so we can box. Yeah. But he didn't want that, and I think he realized he didn't want that.
Yeah, he realized he wasn't.
So what's up?
Yeah, he wasn't a losing battle from the beginning. When you even brought up the meaning of suppression to him, he tried to change the meaning of what he was trying to say. He kept moving the goalposts on you,
right? Because yeah, and suppression is a verb. Propaganda is a noun. It's like you can't mix those two things up. But so you and your lady are listening together. And I made a mention on this on the last show that is one of the things I enjoy most. That, as you know, in these times, it's very few things two people can sit down and watch together without being triggered and traumatized in a way, because they make everything so polarizing. So I'm glad I can provide a platform that y'all can enjoy together.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, she put me on to you. Some of the thinking, some of the thinkings and things you have. I was kind of on that path already, and you kind of changed her mind on some of it before I got to change her mind on it. It was like, she was against, I guess, my word, and then you say the same things, and then I guess she learned to go, yeah, maybe you're right.
We all get that. I mean, that's a couples thing. I mean, I go through that myself. I'll say something, and then my wife will come home, like 2 weeks later, and like, so and so told me, and I'm like, but sometimes you just gotta be like, for real? I didn't know that, But
like, oh really?
I appreciate that. So yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, that's interesting. I'm glad you shared that with me. So that way you don't make it into an issue. But okay, I like to ask people, what's your favorite episode so far on the podcast, and how you kind of got to the channel. Of course, you told me through your lady, but I mean, how did y'all find out about it? Because there's several different paths to find the channel. I'm just curious.
Yeah, what was it, Hotep Jesus?
I found you through Hotep Jesus.
Right, your first interview with Hotep Jesus.
Oh, okay. So you okay, Hotep. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and my favorite episode is the one where you were talking about how movies. I don't remember the number, but it's about how like they put certain movies out at certain times to elicit certain emotions from Black people and stuff like that. Like that was
it the Queen and Slim? Was it the Queen and Slim one?
Right. That one. And I think you spoke about staff and all of that.
Yeah. Because basically what they were doing was using theater to basically as a release valve for the people that were upset and ready to riot. They would let them riot in the theater, which that's why I cover a lot of this entertainment. People are like, why are you so focused on entertainment? But that's how they control the masses. And I mean, you can see what's going on with the Meghan Markle situation. She's an entertainer, but people gravitate. And this next show is going to be crazy when y'all hear it. But that's how they manipulate us, especially for so-called Black people. I mean, it's trauma-based entertainment, and that's what we need to start looking at it as. And that's why I was saying it. You know, most of the times it's either if it's a show is tailored towards the woman, it's meant to trigger the man, and you'll find out a lot of times that if the show, like I said, is tailored to the woman, it irritates the man. It's like I can't watch this. Or if it's the other way around, it's like if it's meant for the man, it irritates the woman. So I think it's a planned strategy that when two people sit down to watch something, it's going to end up in an argument. And I had that experience with The Chi, because The Chi is a man-hating show, boy. There is no positive Black role model in that show at all. But
yeah, that is true. I watched that show. Yeah. My personal one was 45 Savage.
Okay, 45 Savage, your favorite show. A lot of people like that. When, like I said, I try to humanize people. I don't try to demonize and go with the just they're objects and we need to hate them or whatever. We need to figure out how people got to that thought process, and then we can figure out how we can turn them around. We don't want to throw people away. I mean, I think when we think like that, we really hurt each other, because then we become enemies of each other. And that's what the ruling elite want to do. They want to pit us against each other, against our differences, whether it's man, woman, age. And I think age had a lot to play into it yesterday as well. But I appreciate y'all calling in. Anything else y'all want to say before?
Nah, man, I appreciate
what I'll do, I'll just mute you. Yeah.
All right.
And if you like to hang around, what I can do is I can just mute you. Yeah. Okay. I appreciate that. And y'all continue to keep watching, and y'all keep it going. I like to see that. Y'all sound pretty happy together.
We are. All
right. Y'all have a good one. All right. I can tell. I can tell. All right. Y'all have a good one. That's what it's all about right there, man. Like, I look, couples make families. Families make cities and communities. Community make states. States make nations. And I even posted something like that today. As we go up the timeline, we need to keep an eye on Kanye. I think they're going to start setting it off on him. His bodyguard is about to write a tell-all book. I think this is going to be something that is going to try to affect his. You said we talk about Kanye now. Do you think he's grifting? I don't think Kanye does anything unless his heart is into it. Now, his motives, we can question that. We all should question everybody's motives, but I don't think he's the type of person that he can be bought off, to push an agenda. I think he has to really believe in it. Man, some of the stuff he says is still misguided, but for the most part, I think he's on the right path. All right, let's go and take some questions from the live chat. Starting at the bottom, going up. Larry said, it's nice that you're doing these chats, Mo. I have to catch up on the latest of Moe Factz Adam Curry episodes. Have a great night. All right, you have a great night too, Larry. Keep going up. Raul said, all right, I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah, and if y'all come to the live chat, like I'm trying to run everything myself, and I got some ideas for how to handle that as well. But just bear with me. If you get into the live chat, I will get to you. Not Yoda said it's our generation's world war. Yes, it is. The information war, this is our world war. Because now we live in the information age, so it only makes sense that the war would be information based. Yeah. So Not Yoda also says the idea that Trump is not suppressed is propaganda. Yes, it is. And like I said, if they can do that to a sitting president, we have no hope. So we need to call this out, and we need to find allies wherever we can. That was what the last show was about, really. Finding out allies. Let's see. Do we have any more questions? Okay. Jesus says, watching and listening with my girl. That's cool. Son playing in the living room. It's a family affair. And you know what? That's why I try not to swear as much as possible. Of course, my dad's a former sailor, so some of the words just come naturally to me through genetics and learned behavior. So I try to curtail that as much as possible, but I try to make a topic, discuss a topic in the most family oriented way that we can reach as many people as possible, and then not just for children. Maybe you want your grandmother or grandfather to listen to it, and I don't want to offend them in any way. I don't try to offend people as much as possible. Raul said, will you ever interview Larry Gators? I have a conversation with anybody. If you have a way to set it up or let him know, let him know. I'll talk to anybody. Let's see. But yeah, they got this tell-all book with trying to take Kanye down. And what I really upsets me about the Kanye situation, they play with people's mental health. But see, that's that double standard. See the double standard, Pete. Oh, Kanye's crazy. He's crazy. He's nuts. But Meghan Markle gets on television and says, about her mental health, and it's like the whole world's supposed to stop. And there's this double standard. I keep telling you, black men are on the bottom. We're not gonna stay there. That's just our current condition, but we're not gonna stay there. Yeah, Daniel Drake said you getting another deep dive ready for the loyal listen. Yeah, 60 is I would say 60 is 80% done. Just to give you a little peek behind the clipping, I go through the clipping process, the listening and the clipping process, and that's what takes the most amount of time. I had another show I was going to do for 60, but this whole Meghan Markle thing popped up, so we got to talk about it. So I pushed that one back. It's already done, ready to go. But yeah, when this whole Meghan Markle thing hit, it was like we got to talk about this first because the other show I had is not really time sensitive, so we can push that one back. Not Yoda said his Kanye was his favorite episode. Yeah, I like that one as well. I like them all. I mean, I love what I do. That's one thing about it. When I say I go down the rabbit hole, I do. and you should, man, my browser search, man, it'd be crazy. But yeah, just the double standard there is wow, how they do the mental health of black men and the mental health of everybody else. Oh, okay. Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr. He sent out this tweet. Please read, share Wiley, retweet. Let's go to the tweet. Please read, share Wiley, retweet, and like. Asian Americans confront a new wave of racial violence. At the hands of who? This is another thing they're trying to push against us. Pit us against another group so they can get another crime bill going. And I made a snarky comment, diversifying the GRIF portfolio. See, Black Lives Matter came in and ate his lunch. Him and Al Sharpton, lunch was eaten by Black Lives Matter. So now they got to venture out into other forms of grift. Yeah, H designer. Yeah, she is a professional. She's a poor actress. I'm gonna tell you that now because I used to see her on Suits, and her acting skills never impressed me. But I'll break that down tomorrow or whenever you hear the new show. I'm really gonna go into that. It was some predictive programming in that show as well. And if you haven't heard it, go check out the Meghan Markle, was it Queen of Multiculturalism? I did a show. Let's go look at that. Just for people that want to know, I mean, how I came about. Just for people that don't know, I started out on the Star show, Star Report. Star gave me my start, and I always give him salute for that. I was actually on this show a couple nights ago. So y'all tune in the Star show as well. Y'all can catch me there. I don't have time to well, he's live now. But yeah, I don't have time to announce it because I'll just go on. I just call in. But yeah, y'all can catch me there. Let's see. Block videos. Yeah, y'all might want to listen to this one first before tomorrow's show. You get a little bit more insight. But just to let y'all know, I used to do these lives before. I did one on Who's Entitled Reparation, Destroying the Black Family. I used to do some shorter videos, kind of similar to this. I got a lot of, I think it's still my most viewed video. Oh, it was at one time. Jay-Z and the Gentrification. But if you see a year ago, I think it was over a year ago, I did this show, Meghan Markle, Queen of Multiculturalism. So I saw her coming a long ways off. And she don't look oppressed in this picture. I could tell you that much. She was eating it up. So let's see. Andrea said, do you think that Kim will be used against Kanye? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I think what Kim is doing, she's testing the waters to see how much celebrity she has on her own. What allegedly, I want to say that, what Van Jones can do for her politically. And if they test the waters and it's not there, then it makes a good season for, the next season of the Kardashian, a good storyline if they get back together. So, I mean, she's in a win-win situation. Yeah, so. Okay, Larry said one more thing before I go, but I didn't see what the one more thing was. Let's see. I'm reading through the question. Let me check, see if there's anybody in the live chat. Nope. Would anybody else like to call in? Love to hear from you. Jesse and Al have been shaking down individuals and corporations, kindergarten stuff, Black Lives Matter shake down the entire city. Well, I'll say this. The way Jesse and Al fell off is they didn't evolve. And the way the old Griff used to work was they had street teams in cities where if something happened, they could get a collection of people up outside your business with picket signs and put pressure on you that way. Well, Black Lives Matter and people of that ilk, they could put the pressure on you the same way, but online. And I think that's where they got they couldn't keep up. I mean, now they don't have the infrastructure. They don't have the internet infrastructure to engage the cancel cannon. And y'all let me know. Look, I got the jingles here. Y'all let me know if y'all hear this or not. Can y'all hear that? So yeah, so that's where they fell behind at. Andrea, she said, I had a conversation with someone about Kanye West being a free thinker about 3 years ago. And the question came up, will they eventually use Kim to make him look crazy? Yeah, Kim is a control mechanism over Kanye. Now, don't get it twisted. When you're in the industry, there are some forms of manipulation and mind control going on. We've seen that before. Yeah, so y'all heard that? Yeah. I'm let's see what else we got. Let's go out for my man.
I'm yesterday. A baby boomer.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, they can use okay, let me see if I can get that link to you again. Let me see. I got somebody here. Sorry, this Zoom writing is really small. Seneca. I think that's how you say it. Let me see. You got to turn your mic on, and then I can unmute you. But yeah, shouts out to Bedford County, Virginia. Okay, we got VA in the house in the morning. Okay, Thomas Sowell. Yep. It's amazing they don't promote people like that because he's not cool, I guess. Or good for the narrative. Yeah, you heard the council candidate. Yeah, I got them all. Hold on, look, I got some more too. Hold on. Oh, we about to get the live cracking. Y'all don't understand. Let me give y'all a little insight of what's going on here. I told myself for a year, starting last March, I was gonna put my all into the podcast. And I said 2020 was about branding. 2021 is about expanding. And I actually heard it on a Griselda song, and it just stuck with me. So last year was all about building a brand, a podcast that, you could count on every time you hear it. Now, it might not be weekly, but when you hear it, I put my all into it, and I will never give you a diminished product. So I hope y'all understand that. But this year is about expanding. So we're going to expand these lives. I got a couple more ideas. I got a couple more collaborations I'm going to work with, interviews. So yeah, we're going to get cracking in 2021. How you doing, Seneca Jones? Excuse me, I didn't mean to say your whole name, but
no, Mo, it's fine. It's fine. I am who I am. That's my.
You do music, right? On Instagram?
No, not at all. Not at all. No, I'm just a regular Joe. Matter of fact, I follow you on Twitter under
on Twitter. Okay, it's another guy that's on
I made my Twitter name when I was young on some stupid stuff. It was called Tony Snow. But I'm the guy who, matter of fact, I had you had posted something about Claudia Jordan. You remember when she was working with Trump on the I retweeted it to her. She was like, what you got to say about it? I'm like, and you just hit her like nothing really, just the hip, she's being a hypocrite.
Yeah, the hypocrisy that she's made all this money with Trump and been in rooms with him, and then all of a sudden, now he's
the bad guy.
He's the worst person in the world. But don't that parallel to what's going on with Meghan Markle, right? The same thing. You've been over there eating all those.
You called it. You called it. It's like, first of all, you're half, and you really don't identify with that other half that is the black. You don't identify with that.
Right.
So then you go over there. Their history. I mean, we all know their history. Even it's in the books.
You cut out.
Can you hear?
Hold on, he cut out. I think.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, your sound cut out.
Can you hear me now?
He must have been saying something truthful. They said no, sir.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, your sound went out, so we didn't catch like the last 2 minutes of what you said.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is my first time using Zoom. Sorry, audience. But
no worries.
You can see their history. They're responsible for the enslavement of our people, and
bro, they're responsible for white supremacy. Let's just keep it a buck.
Across the world. They are the representation of white supremacy across the world.
And reason why I say that is they're the representative white supremacy. You can't be in their family if you don't have the blood. Yeah, we know we lost the sound, but if you don't have their blood, so that's lineage. So they're saying if you don't have our lineage, then you're less than us. So that is the exact definition of white supremacy. And somebody dropped out. Look, I gotta get to you. I mean, I'll admit you, but yeah, go ahead. My fault. I'm doing like 3 things at once. Go ahead.
It's okay, Mo. You're a busy person. I've been listening to.
No, you're good.
Go ahead. But
might come in and drop out.
Yeah. We know what happened with Harry's mother. Princess Diana. She went through hell to, when it was said and done, not be a part of that. They murdered the lady. Made it seem like it was some road rage paparazzi. She knew what she was getting herself into, and you expect, just me personally, to feel sorry for you. You go get Oprah and sit down and have an interview, and I'm supposed to feel sorry for you when you were knowing you were getting yourself into? That's like me saying, hey,
right,
I'm gonna be a part of this crooked game. But if something bad happens to me, no, I chose to be a part of that.
And
I
if you
don't
were
get
around,
it.
if people, and if people were around at that time, men were saying, I don't think this is a good look, but they were like, you're just hating. You just don't want her to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are just hating on her. But it's like, do y'all know who she's marrying into? But she wanted to go over there and get them butter crumpets. And now, you know what I'm saying?
She went from USA television to, I'm going to take it up another notch. I don't even have to be an actor. I'm going to go marry a prince. She's living a Disney movie, Frozen,
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the reality. And then you want to come back and say, oh, they wonder what's the color of the baby. He's not going to have a title. This, and of course he can't. Of course he can't. That goes against everything. That goes against the whole establishment of the family.
Mm-hmm.
We are the bottom class in their eyes. They set it up. There has to be a bottom. In order to have winners, you have to have
everybody's
losers.
Everybody's the bottom to them, though. That's the thing. It's
like, you know what? Like even us, more. You are right.
It's like it's us and it's commoners. Like, don't touch me unless I give you permission to. But yeah, she wanted to get those butter crumpets, and let's go ahead and give her.
They always give me a biscuit.
Oh, she can have a butter biscuit. They always give me a biscuit on. They always give me a biscuit on my birthday.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, wash it down with your tea, and you know what I'm saying? Just take your lumps and go on.
Mighty fine.
I got somebody else waiting. So I'm gonna mute you, but you can hang around, and if you're saying if you want to say something else, just raise your hand. I'll get back to you, okay?
Oh, anytime. Thank you, Mo.
Okay, all right, nice. My fault. Whoa. 2 questions. How'd you find out about the channel, or you know, saying me, and then what's your favorite episode so far?
All right, I'm a firm believer in ADOS, the lineage, same as you,
Okay.
And I became a part of Twitter just to follow the politics, and something went across my feed and was talking about reparations, and it was a link to I Curry, and I went and I listened, and I loved how you displayed it. I'm like, oh, this is perfect, because it's I'm strong with Yvette and Tone, and the way they can deliver sometimes can be almost too rough for some people sometimes, and the way you deliver it's easier, for me to go ahead and send that link.
I try to find a lane where it's not like, I try to bring in entertainment and, keep it light, because if you really, this thing could be make you be depressed. if you're saying, if you just look at the negative side of it and just live in the negative side of it. Yeah, we're down by 20 right now, but the game ain't over. So, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna play hard.
We down by 20, but Kyrie got the ball and KD's coming in.
Exactly. And Blake Griffin on the way. You know what I'm
saying? Right. And James ready. But that's how I found you. And I listened to that episode. I'm like, it's a great episode. So then I went and looked you up on YouTube, and I watched everything. I watched it all, but I am a douchebag because I have not sent anything. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
but I'm gonna get the douchebag because guess what? The stimulants is coming, and I accidentally checked the wrong button, but I went to H&R Block and they fixed it. I'm getting all 3 in one.
Okay.
I got you.
Like I said, you can get deadbeat anytime you want to. Don't worry about it. But I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta do something. We gotta put respect on Tone and Yvette's name.
I appreciate it. Please do.
Coining a term
to identify us
that we all can rally around to identify ourselves as a.
It's so important, like and I tell my family, I'm like, I'm ADOS, and they look at me and they're like, ADOS. I'm like, I'm American descendants of slave. My family is from Tunica, Mississippi. I am from my family. Right. We are raised in the belt of the slavery, and then I start to do the research of my family. We did great things. We're the first Black family to have plumbing within our city. My grandma's brother was the first mayor. He's done great things, but I didn't know.
Right.
And I didn't. And that's go ahead.
And I'll say this one thing: reparation is definitely has a financial component to it, but also opening up these record books and these history books and letting our people come in and understand what our lineage is and who we are is another component of that as well.
It so much is they're hiding things that are just so easy. They have the records. They have the records of everything. Like you said, if a slave was worth more than the property, if you can take 2 slaves and, you know, I got 2 slaves, so I'm gonna put them against the bank, you know, borrow me this, no problem, because they're worth more than this. Right. You know what I mean? And you're building, y'all know you guys have records of everything. And then they play and make it seem like every white person back then was racist. No, every white person back then, they did benefit from the white supremacy, but every white person was not racist, and every white person did not own a slave. Why are you putting black against white? Just tell the damn truth. That's it. Get past it. You know what your sin is. You know what you did to people. You know what you're still doing to us. And we're just asking for what you did back then in Jim Crow. We're not even talking about the prison industrial complex. We're not talking about how you segregated us and put us all together to destroy the black businesses and everything you did to destroy the black. You know what you did to bottom class us.
And that's why we need atonement, and atonement comes from the offending party, not the offended party. So if you want to get right with us, seek atonement, and you know what I'm saying, and we can make this thing right. I appreciate you calling in, bro. Look, hey, call back in.
Hey, Mo, I'm done for the night. I'm so glad I was able to speak with you. Good night, brother. I'm gonna listen. Thank you.
Look, and let them know we put respect on all their names over here, okay?
Oh, definitely. Yvette and Tone, no.
All right, you have a good one.
You too.
Okay.
Good night.
All right, have a good one. Let me get to somebody else here. Let's see. I think Verbalist 1 was in here. Let me ask him to unmute. Let's see. Let's go back to but yeah, that's all. Not only are we talking about financial components, but opening up the books. That way we can send our people in and figure out who we are, because our identity is, you know, just as important as the financial component of it, because a lot of people don't know who their family are, where they come from, and that's got to be hell not to know. Luckily enough, I know several generations back, so, you know, I take solace in that. All right, the Verbalist, how you doing?
Oh, all is well. Can you hear me, Mo?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine, sir. How you doing?
Oh, man, all is well, man. Thank you for letting me join your broadcast tonight, man. It's a pleasure.
Oh, man, thank you for being here tonight, man. Look, I'm glad y'all showed up. I love to talk. This is the part I missed from the lives when I used to do them before, even though it was just basically reading live chat. But now we have this component where we can verbally communicate with each other. So I'm with the Verbalist. So what's on your mind? What you want to talk about?
Hey, you know what, man? It's just been so much going on, man, like over the past couple of days. And I am the guy that reached out to you on IG as well in regards to all the shenanigans that took place on that, you know, that Baby Boomer channel. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like,
hold on. We gotta give him one.
I'm a baby boomer.
Yeah.
Okay, so
one time for the one time.
Oh, so what was your perception of that? I mean, is it something I could have done better, or should, you know, and I want to learn from it.
See, Mo, that's the thing in my opinion, man. Like, I don't think you even had an opportunity to do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even have any points I can give to like the conversation in general, because like, respectfully so, you ask the gentleman, we'll try and keep him anonymous, you know what I'm saying? You ask the gentleman, could you come up and, you know what I'm saying, like pretty much reiterate a conversation that took place earlier in the day. And you could tell by the way his broadcast started, because I did see that you made a post on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, like that was advertising it that you was gonna go live that night. So I was interested because I've been following you from the Star program as well, and you know what I'm saying, I've been checking out your channel in regards to like your first couple of YouTube videos. I was there for those as well. So like I've been a fan of you, and you know what I'm saying, like
okay, so you day one,
I'm day one with it, my brother, and like I know what you bring to the table. I know like you do your due diligence in regards to your research, and you know, like you don't lollygag, you know. So when you was making your appearance on the show, I was kind of excited because it's like a mention of two worlds that, you know what I'm saying, my YouTube atmosphere that was combining, and I'm like, okay, this should be a good one. But when, you know, the boomer had his opportunity to start the broadcast, you can tell like just by you know, his frustrations just even starting the show, like, oh, I can tell, like, you know, like I'm already mad, and you know, he was already disgruntled. And then when you had to tell him on multiple occasions, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, like I would love to prove my points, or like, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote fact check you, he'll probably let you get about 3 words into your sentence, and it was an automatic cutoff. So, you know, it was just levels of disrespect that, you know what I'm saying, was like obviously showcased towards you. And I didn't see you do nothing but respect that man. I even remember him even asking like, hey, is there like a gap or something within your response? But I can tell that you was like literally baiting your time out to like let him calm down and like literally be quiet before you speak. And you know what I'm saying? It was I know you're not trying to cuss and everything, but you know what I'm saying, it was just an S show. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really appreciate it at all. And I'm glad you didn't even spend too much time on that program, because after you left, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if you had a chance to pop back in or check the chat activity, but
I heard. Yeah, that was more disappointing. That was more disappointing because attack my ideas, not me personally.
Facts.
You know, I mean, if I'm coming with whack ideas, you know, poke holes, you know what I'm saying, poke holes in them. But to get into personal attacks and it's crazy. One of the crazy personal attacks I heard was he must have grew up without a father in a low education home.
Yes.
I'm like, bro, my dad was a teacher.
Now,
you were saying like,
right?
you couldn't be any further from the truth.
Now that part right there, that's when I got to like, you know what I'm saying, voice of my 2 cents. Like, all right, now you're disparaging this man, and like I said, I know you, not personally, but you know what I'm saying, from what I know of, you know, you don't give me that vibe, and I know you are a proud husband, a proud father. So for him to come with a remark after you got off the phone, it was like a low blow to me. So when I tried to, you know what I'm saying, like make that
right, and that's how
like,
I took it.
I don't think you have a clue. Yeah, like, you know, it was messy, man. But hey, later for old man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to ask you, did you happen to see Stacey Dash backpedaling today as well about her support for Donald Trump?
Stacey Dash doing the Omarosa. She's like, I'm ready to come home. You know, if you support somebody, don't do that, because what it does, it makes you look weak to both sides. Just say, you know what? Even if you didn't like me supporting this person, this is the reason why I supported them. You know, that's just one component of my life, or one component of my political, you know what I'm saying, view. But to have the kowtow, that's a sign of weakness. But I will say this: being isolated, people do strange things, and that's what we really are combating. Because when you have your opinion of your own, people want to shout you down and, you know, ostracize you, and a lot of people are not built for it. A lot of people are not built to be alone, or, you know, not to be able to socialize with a bunch of people. But
no, I totally agree with you. And like,
I can say, I
totally agree with you. And my whole, I guess my whole stance. Let me do it like this, man. Like, I'm a military veteran. You know what I'm saying? I did 5 years with the Marine Corps, under both Bush and Obama administrations. So like, you can say I got my crash course via politics through, you know what I'm saying, the pits of dealing with some gung-ho Marines. And like, you know what I'm saying, like during that tenure, I also, you know, as a Black man myself, came to the realization that neither party serves in any kind of benefit towards the Black man. Now, Black women, that's a whole different conversation. But you know what I'm saying? Like my whole approach, especially to the conversation that was taking place yesterday, I don't understand why the black man in general should be in support of either party. So, you know, I made a jab in regards to the quote unquote Democratic plantation. So I just want to ask you, you know what I'm saying, while I got you, what is your thoughts on that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, like, you know, you got to vote for somebody, or people want to play the, you know, the lesser of two evil games. That's all fine and well.
Well, I'll say this: no, we don't have to vote for anybody. I mean, I think that's what that I understand. I understand what you're saying, but we have to say that we don't have to vote for anybody.
Right.
They need us. We don't need them. We are the tie-breaking vote. And once we realize our power and say who to whichever side starts to lose, it's like, how you like losing? You like that feeling?
Right.
You know, or do you want to be a winner? All right, put something on the table. And I heard something, it's why is it that we have to bail people out? It's very simple. It's a simple transaction. You want something, i.e. winning the election. We want something, i.e. tangibles. Okay, tangibles. For my vote, I don't care what party is, the Green Party, the Republican Party, the Democratic Party, whoever puts real tangibles, not these symbolisms, or we're going to appoint people to our cabinet, or, you know, we're going to give you a pat on the back, or we'll say Black Lives Matter. Bro, I can't cash that. You know what I'm saying? I can't, if I can't cash it, then it's not tangible. And I'll make this point again. I need to stress this. Also, tangible is opening up those record books and letting our scholars go in and getting our narrative right. They said census. I like to say this one thing, and I'll turn it back over to you. During the census, they sent somebody to my house 5 to 6 times. But you telling me you don't have the resources to find out who is deserving of reparations? That's bull crap. So no.
Well, you know what?
So I'll turn it back over to you, and I'll ask you these 2 questions.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll ask you these 2 questions. You told me you found me on Star Show. So what's your favorite episode so far of the podcast?
The Jay-Z episodes, like what, in regards to your platform?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, anyone. I mean, it could be a live, it could be a whatever. Yeah.
Oh no, I enjoyed the first couple of ones you put out, just in regards to, like, you know what I'm saying, the family functioning, like Jay-Z, and like how you was going in on him, and you know what I'm saying, like his dealings as well.
Right. They try to mislead us. You saying opportunity zones, Trump's bad, but you take advantage of those 100% tax cuts of the opportunity zone. So it's like, come on.
And that's the thing. So like, I got some more people like,
to get to. I'd love to hear from you, bro. Go ahead.
And that's the thing too. Like, you know what I'm saying, when you know what I'm saying, the previous president was in office, I got my stimulus check, you know what I'm saying, like, no questions asked, no funny money. The last stimulus that came out, I got half of it, and I was told I had to file taxes to get the other half. So like, you know, like, I'm just trying to like get some understanding on what's up with these politics, man. Like, when everybody is ready to get off of these plantations, free themselves, realize that the power is in the people, and you know what I'm saying, like, just stop following for the okie doke. Turn that television off. Embrace critical thinking. Learn how to speak for yourself. Learn how to get organized within your own community. Learn how to, you know what I'm saying, like, structure your own nuclear family and build up from there. You know, become an entrepreneur. Keep your paperwork in order. Whatever. Like, it's so many layers to this nonsense. But and you know what I'm saying, just to, like, I guess, bring it back to the beginning of our conversation with the shenanigans from yesterday, like, to handcuff yourself to a particular quote unquote party who makes it clear every chance that they get that, you know, it's all for me and none for you, it's just beyond insanity to me. So that's my 2 cents, Mo, man. I appreciate the time. I appreciate you letting me come in and speak my piece. Shout out, you know what I'm saying, to you, all the greatness that you got coming up in 2021. I look forward to the content. I'll definitely be checking in. And to anybody in the chat, I am the Verbalist One. Make sure you check me out on the Verbal Underground as well. I got my own YouTube channel. We talk about a little something everything.
Promote your platform. Promote your platform right quick before you go. Any social media or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm the Verbalist One, man, aka Courtney Trevon Shepherd, you know what I'm saying? That's my government. I am the founder and president of Verbal Marketing. I provide business and marketing services for small businesses, but I also do podcasting as well. I got my own YouTube channel, actually 2 YouTube channels. The main one is the Verbal Underground. Y'all can see me in the chat on that one as well. We talk about some of everything from hip hop, current events, sports, politics, economics, marketing. We do all of the above. And then, you know what I'm saying? You can reach me on IG, verbal_marketing, and you can reach me on Twitter as well at verbal marketing. Thank you.
Well, holler at me on Instagram or Twitter about marketing. You're saying, see what I can do to, you're saying, get the platform out there a little further. Okay.
I appreciate you, sir. Take it easy.
All right, bro. Stay up. Have a good night. Let's see what we got next. Is that AKW Beats? That's my boy.
Yo.
Tonight. How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm saying, hold on. Let me get Kendra W.
And Miss Beats. How you doing, Miss Beats?
Hi, Moe Factz. How you doing?
Doing good, Miss Beats. How you doing?
I'm doing good. My favorite episode
is
the feminism, when you was talking about feminism.
Yeah, and I'll say this. The only allies we got are you all. Because when we say something, then we're hating or we hate women or we hate our mothers, or we need allies for the women to stand up and say, you know what, something's fishy going on here. Because that's the thing about feminism. If you attack it, then it's you're being a woman hater. So we need our real women to stand up and push back against that. So I'm glad to hear that. What y'all got going on tonight?
Man, we just here, man. We got the kitties. We trying to get one to bed, and actually we trying to get both to bed. Jordan, go to bed. Good night, sir. Thank you. But yeah, we here. We here, man. We chilling. You know what I'm saying?
I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling. Yeah. And enjoy them while you can, because when they get older, they don't want to be bothered with you. So,
see, yeah. But it's it's all good. I'm just trying to get them right, and just like you say, enjoy my time with them or whatever. But I ain't even gonna lie, I can't wait to drop them off somewhere and just go on vacation for a minute.
And that's what family is for. The grandmothers and the aunts and everything else is like, hey, we need it, and that's why families are important, because they give you that that relief. And to get so you can recapture that romance, you know what I'm saying? It's very important.
I'm trying to get to the third one. ASAP. But yeah, man,
let's try to get to the third. I feel you.
Listen. Let me tell you this though. But for real though, on that topic right there about children and stuff, right? It's important, man. It's important. Back in the days, these people used to have 6, 7, 8, 9 kids, man. But I don't know if we need to get back to that.
I don't know how they did it. I got 4. I don't know how they did it. I got 4, and I don't know how they did it. Like I said, my grandparents had like 7, 8, 7. Yeah, they had 7.
I don't know how you do it.
But hey, do you mind? Hey, I'm gonna put you on hold right quick. I got a couple more. I got some new callers here. I'm gonna put you on hold. But if you want to talk again, just raise your hand, okay?
Okay, cool. Get me back in there. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'll get right back to you. I just want to get some new people in here right quick. First time callers, okay? Okay, all right. I'm coming to Ned. I think Ned was next. Let me see what the live chat's saying. Awesome. Mo for the people. Mo, hey, look, man. All we got is us. How you doing, Ned?
What's going on, Mo? How you doing, brother?
I'm blessed. How you doing?
Blessed. Same, brother. Same. Hey, man, really, I just wanted to jump in real quick, because I know of you through Brother Mr. Theo and Days of Noah. And it was by happenstance. I don't even know if I was looking for anything on YouTube, but I saw this post, and what really caught my attention was the picture. And I noticed like this saber and this guy, and I was like, what's this? And then I saw it was you saying, hey, join me here at some degree of like, it's gonna be a good talk, some edification, something like that. But when I got on there and I saw how this man, this grown man, not you know, a 30-year-old, he sounded pretty grown. The way he was acting towards every aspect.
I'm a baby boomer.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it was beyond me. Like, I don't know anything about him at all. I don't know if he's a believer. I mean, I've been a subscriber to your channel, but you know, I haven't really listened to a whole lot. I listened to you and Unplugged's chat, but my only thing that I truly have to say about this is if that man is a believer, or if he's just you know, got a panel discussion going on there, it's just a bunch of rhetoric. Because before I get to how he treated you, the moment you stepped out, which was the right thing to do. The way that man was acting, I don't even know if I would have had enough patience with him. Because there was a few times I was like, what is Moe fixing to say?
And to be honest with you, I was booted off. I didn't leave. I mean, I didn't run. I was booted off and I was muted several times. I mean, I didn't bring it up while we're on there, but he was like, I'm going to mute you, but he'd already had muted me. It's like,
yeah,
okay.
I heard that.
But we're not going to make it all about him.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
We're not going to make it all about him.
Exactly.
So you said you found me through hold on, we gotta put some respect on Big Unc name.
Yeah, Big Unc, yeah, we got it.
Uncle Theo, aka Uncle Unplug him.
Yes,
which
indeed.
that's the prayingest man.
Yeah,
and the most spirit-filled man, you know what I'm saying, you could probably run into.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I gotta give that brother respect because
absolutely, brother. That's my minister.
We talking about service, and I just want to let people know.
Yeah.
Right. I want to let people know. You talk about service. This man sits up 3-4 o'clock in the morning praying for people. I mean, like, that's service.
Absolutely.
That's what we need more of when we talk about elders, you know what I'm saying, and wisdom in our community. That's what we need.
Absolutely.
But Ned, so you said you found me through Unplug. Have you had any chance to listen to any of the content on the channel? What's your favorite piece, if you have?
No, I haven't had a whole lot. Actually, the most recent thing I actually happened to listen to, I believe it was a discussion you were having, and it was, man, to be quite honest with you, I don't remember the topic. I just been subscribed to you because Days of Noah, he shouted you out, and I was like, let me go check out Moe Factz. And Unpluggable, he's my minister, so off rip, that I was just like, okay, well, he mentioned you too, so I was like, all right. And then I saw that y'all had a discussion once, and I was like, all right, cool. So it's not that follower of a follower, but brother Mr. Theo, he's who I look to. We have discussions and we speak outside of platforms, and that's my quote unquote elder, and I respect him to
and there's connective tissue there. There's connective tissue there because I found through Days of Noah, and I found him Days of Noah by looking up his basically his Boule videos and the black fraternities, and then he recommended Unplug them. So then I was like, well, Dave's got legit content. Let me go check Unplug them. Yeah. And then it's like, okay. And then, like you said, you found me through them. So it's like we have our own community over here. So I mean, like I said, I appreciate you saying Ned calling in. And check out some of the content. You know what I'm saying? You heard some of the people say what their favorite episodes is. So
yeah, I really need to take
one. And right. I think, like I said, I put my all into it, and it's a labor of love. Anything else you like to wrap up?
No, just real quick. Like, I want to say that when you went in there discussing things, I had an inclination that you were not going in there to discuss it the way that he was handling it. And any man operating in that manner is operating in a spirit of pride. He was not being humble. Guys got on talking outside of their mouth, which was that needs to be squashed. Just like you were saying, in these days and times, we need to be coming together, staying strong, especially those in the body of Christ. But even outside the body of Christ, it doesn't necessarily mean, oh, let's just focus on the body of Christ. We all need to understand what's actually occurring in our country right now. And if last year didn't wake up people, it's time for us to wake up and also get to knowing one another.
And that's the main thing, is that we don't wrestle with flesh. We don't.
Exactly.
I want people to understand that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We're wrestling against this, and you may not believe it on your end, but those other people in these high places, they are operating out of a spiritual motive.
Exactly. And
so
and
you can
all the
believe
listeners,
it if you don't. I don't try to push my beliefs and anything on this platform, because I want it to be, a place where people can come and, like-minded people can share. So I learned that from Malcolm X, that he said, if we can all, put, that to the side as a disagreement point and then agree what we can agree upon, then you're saying we can get a lot more done. So you gave me a great point. You was talking about understanding. That was a great segue. And one of the 7 habits of highly effective people is seek first to understand, then to be understood. So that if you practice that in everyday life, where you try to understand where somebody coming from before you start talking, you'll be a lot more effective, even if it's to win an argument, even if it's completely selfish. If you're trying to win a debate or change somebody's mind, it is more helpful to listen to them, understand what their purpose of having their viewpoint is, and then you can tailor and counter their arguments with valid points. But if you come in like blah blah blah, just talking, y'all end up talking past each other.
Exactly.
So, and I appreciate you calling. I got one more person. Go ahead, go wrap up, and I got one more person.
I was just gonna say, with how you're saying that, within that falls in acting in love, not necessarily acting, but operating in the spirit of love, and that's the key. We can't be just pushing everything to the side just because we don't agree. What you said was completely valid. If we're gonna continue to speak to each other, but yet, like you're saying, in the sake of an argument, you gotta listen. If you ain't willing to listen, you ain't willing to receive. You're running in place. It's like stagnant water. So, yeah.
That is exactly right. Stagnant water breeds what? Bacteria, no life. Leeches and everything. It's one thing people got to understand about the nature of this world. It also has representative of life itself. And like you said, if you're stagnant water is unhealthy. You can't drink it. You know what I'm saying? You have to have fresh flowing water. So don't be stagnant. So I appreciate it, Ned. I hope you call in again on the next live. And maybe
man,
you can tell me what your favorite episode is next time.
Most definitely. Yes, most definitely. If you're gonna keep doing this,
I'm definitely gonna keep doing this, because I want to hear from the people, man. I want to hear from the people.
Already, because you know what? I've been praying a lot for establishment, for everyone. And this is falling into that. So all glory to God. And again, a quick shout out to brother Mr. Theo and Days of Noah. Y'all need to check out Days of Noah. I'm a mod over there. And if you don't mind, Mo,
let's give people the channel. That's DAYZ of Noah.
Yes, sir.
That's DAYZ of Noah, and unplug them is UNPLUGEM. So check those vast catalog of material. So go check them out. I appreciate it, Ned. You have a good night, okay?
All right, brother. Hey, if you don't mind, I got a channel too. If you don't mind me shouting it out. If you don't mind.
Promote it. Go ahead and promote. No, go ahead and promote. All
right. Well, and if there's any listeners that is a believer or is seeking or has thoughts or needs prayer about scripture, or wants to speak with counsel or anything in that mannerism involving scripture, you can find me at Ned Levon Prayers. That is my handle. It's like my name is Ned Levon Ayers, but it's prayers at the end. And
I got you down there. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's just scripture based. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. If anyone's led to go there, then that's on the Lord. But hey, man, God bless you, brother. I just really wanted to step in and step out so you can understand that that man was not acting right. And I can't say that I have a particular. Yeah, I'm here. You there?
Did we lose him?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Damn.
All right, can y'all hear me now? All right, sorry about that. Sorry. Zoom went out on me. Y'all press one if y'all can hear me now. Sorry about that, guys. I think we should be back good. Okay, so all right, we're good now. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Okay, good. Tobias said they hear me. Raul said you hear me. Okay, all right. Sorry about that. Yeah, they you get to talk about the wrong stuff, but they want to shut you down. Now, if I was up here cussing and acting a fool, notice they don't never shut people down when they doing all that cussing and acting a fool. You know something ain't right. Y'all know something ain't right. All right, so what I was saying was, so Hotep sent this tweet out today, and he said, create a better world by creating a better you. And I replied back and I said, I endorse this message. Highly effective people make highly effective communities. And I like to use this word effective because if you look here, I live my life by this philosophy, this is one of the philosophies I live. This right here, 7 habits of highly effective people. And the reason why I like this is that if you look at the 7 habits and what they are, let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can zoom in here. And I'm going to be bringing this more up when we talk. That's probably not the best thing, but right here. Number 1, be proactive. Number 2, begin with the end in mind. Number 3, put first things first. Number 4, think win-win. Number 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood. Number 6, basically is synergize. That's working together with people. And number 7 is sharpening the saw. So that's basically continuous improvement, getting better at the other 6 habits. And I found it this way. Yeah, and you really don't even have to read the book. It's good, man. They have YouTube videos on it. It's a lot of information on it. But reason why I like this 7 habits of highly effective people is it's not highly educated people. It's not highly skilled people. It's effective. So it's being good at what you're good at, being better at what you're good at. So one of the things is be proactive. Yeah, so just by being proactive, let me share it one more time. Zoom is giving me a hard time here. Sorry about that. But yeah, just being proactive, begin with the ending in mind. So if you're going to start something, how does it look? How would it look finished? And I'll be honest with you, you might not know what it looks like, but then you start, build systems, not goals. Exactly right. So like right now, we don't know how what we're trying to achieve is going to, how it's going to end, but we have a vision for it. So it's like, okay, I hope to achieve this when this is all over, said and done. Putting first things first. That's what I was saying about before. I had to sit the lives to the side and other things to the side and put first things first. So first thing I had to put first was the podcast. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to put my all into making a podcast that people will really enjoy. And I had to put the live to the side. And once I was able to do that, I can move on to the next thing. Number 4, think win-win. That's basically, I'm not trying to beat you. I'm not going to let you beat me. Where's the middle ground? That's kind of what the podcast and what me and Adam is based off of. And we coming from 2 different perspectives. Where's the middle ground? Where is it that we both can win? So that's number 4. And I'm planning on doing a series of pre-recorded videos going over things like this, things I found that helped me along the way. I want to share with other people. In the morning, Watchman D. And number 5 is seek first to understand, then to be understood. So I had number 5 in play yesterday when I was having that conversation. It's what are you trying to say? What are you trying to address? What's your motives, right? What are you trying to gain out of this interaction? Okay, I understand what you want. Now this is what I want, and let me communicate in a way. Number 6 is synergize, and that's basically working together. And that's what we have in this community over here is synergy. We're all on the same, on the same page. Even though we may not be on the same line on the page, at least we're all on the same page. And number 7 is to sharpen the saw. And I think if, just say, for instance, if I'm talking about my people for a minute, our people, if we thought this way, we could become a high, that's how, just go back to what, this how we got here, what Hotep tweeted. Create a better world by creating a better you. So if you become highly effective, then guess what? You're going to raise your kids to be highly effective. And then when they go outside, they'll play with kids who parents raised them to be highly effective. And then we have a highly effective community. you know, and then the better communities make better states make better countries, and better countries make a better world. So I mean, it's a clear path. I see a clear path for this happening, and I think it's very achievable. I'm not a pessimistic person. I'm a realist now, but I'm not a pessimist. So let's see. So all right, so we got about 15 minutes left, roughly. I mean, you know, I don't end it until y'all ready to end the party. I don't know if AKW Beats or Seneca like to say anything else. If you would, raise your hand. I can bring you back in. If you okay, let's see. AKW Beats, I must have hit something that he wants to.
Yo, can you hear me?
So AK, but what you think about the 7 habits, man?
Oh no, I love it. Listen, as a matter of fact, I'm not diving into the 7 habits right now. I'm diving into Think and Grow Rich, and it's basically the same vibes. You know what I'm saying? Think positive.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be productive. You know what I'm saying? Action or the key thing is action oriented. Be action oriented. We got a lot of geniuses out here who broke, bro, straight up. And if you're not action oriented,
and that's because a lot of times we get caught in our thoughts, right? It's like we're always planning. It's like, oh man, if I get this to happen, if I can get that to happen, you know, that kind of thing. Exactly. Then it's, you know, we're always waiting for the perfect situation. And like my man E-Class, aka Coach, always tell me, he's like, you got to get active. What you gonna do, cuz? You know what I'm saying? We always say that to each other, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just talk about it. You got to be about it. And I think a lot of times we all want the conditions to be perfect before we leap. And it's not that way. But in the same time, you gotta know where you want to land. So you gotta begin with the ending in mind. Yeah, vision. And I'm gonna put you onto something else, AKW. I'm gonna put you on something else, and I think it's gonna be my first video. When like I said, I want to do a recorded series, pre-recorded series, breaking down these philosophies and what my perspective of them is. But it's one called The Strangest Secret. Check that one out. It falls in line with Think and Grow Rich. Yeah.
Earl Nightingale, correct?
Hold on. Wait. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I listen to that once a week.
Really? Okay, that's what's up.
I listen to that once a week. It's only about 30 minutes, but you talking about refocusing you.
Man.
Yeah.
I got to get, you know, because I lost my way, you feel me? And it's like, all right, I got to get back on it. Because right now, I got my audio that I listen to every day. By Bob Proctor, who I'm really getting into right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's very important. Like, I'm really, just like you, I really want to start a YouTube channel about that, because, and not to, you know, take too much of the airspace, but to go back what you were talking about earlier, propaganda, like, you got to reprogram yourself, man, to get out of that, because them thoughts and feelings and stuff, that's important to how you operate. And
whatever your mind can believe, you can achieve. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times stuff starts, well, not a lot of time, all the time, things start in your mind, whether good or bad. It's like you will start, wake up and you're like, you know, I'm gonna have a bad day today. And then you catch a flat tire, late to work, you know what I'm saying? Get to work, you know, forgot your lunch at home. And it's like that, all those thoughts, everything you think can go wrong done went wrong. And I think if people start changing their mind, then they'll change their outlook. I'm gonna mute you again. I gotta get to one more person, Joe. And I'll come back. If you got something to say, just raise your hand, okay?
Well, hold up. I'm gonna get up out of here. I just want to promote the platform real quick. AKW Beats, YouTube.com / AKW Beats. Oh my, Instagram.com / AKW Beats, AKWBeats.com. You can check out my BeatStars page. Listen, I'm not the best producer in the world, but I'm excellent. I'm here to tell you I'm excellent, and that's no games here. Moe Factz, I appreciate the platform.
And look, somebody here, look, I'm gonna holler at you, bro, and I might need some beats for some stuff I'm working on, okay?
Get at me. You already know.
Okay. I'm gonna holler at you. And just to go show you, Verbal Underground, he said, I'll help you chop up the episodes, Mo. knowledge is paramount this year. Yes. So reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram or in the YouTube community section, and we can set that up, bro. Cause like, I mean, I can't do everything myself. If it's any, as we say, time, talent, and treasure. If you can communicate, if you can send that value our way, we'll use it. And that's exactly what we'll try to do. And yes, as a man thinketh, so shall he be. That is exactly right. Let's let Joe in here. I'm sorry about that, Joe, for make you wait any longer than you had to. Got Joe here. We're gonna holler at him. But yeah, we need to be highly effective. How you doing, Joe?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, blessed.
Good, man. Good.
What's on your mind?
I've been listening to your live streams the past couple days, and there's a few things that kind of were interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
That other day you had that IBS or whatever that guy's name was, and he was just all the comments and everything. They were just chewing you apart, man. And I thought it was kind of well, we don't need to really bring it up too much, but they're kind of tearing you up, and it seemed a bit much.
You know what though? I don't worry about that. I mean, because if it's not true, and like my dad used to tell me, if it don't apply, let it fly. You know what I'm saying? So people can say what they want to about you. It's not about the names they call you; it's about the ones you answer to. So I mean, I only worry about those kind of things.
Yeah, but, man. No, like that's cool. That's cool. I respect that.
So how did you find the channel, or how did you find out about me? I'd like to hear that. And then your favorite episode, if you have one of anything on the channel.
Yeah, well, my ma, she I showed her No Agenda, and she's like, "Hey, gosh, I got this Moe Factz," and there's the Barry.
Oh, your mom put you on?
Yeah, Big Bang Barry. That's what she's like. You got to check this out. And
shouts out to Mama Joe. Shouts out to Mama Joe doing the work.
Yeah, Ma Riz, she got it. But I respect a lot of what you do, man, and I just think it's pretty cool that you're interacting with the people these days. And I guess
I think you gave him a new name without knowing it. IBS. No, it's in the live chat. Shazy, you were wild. You wild for that. Go ahead. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's all good. I know I said that wrong, but it came out right.
No, you said it right because somebody ran with it as a joke. That was funny.
Yeah. Well,
IBS.
I just got so I'm just a white boy living out in Montana, and we got a serious mind trap, like you say, going on out here. The whole MAGA mind trap. I mean, there's a whole bunch of white folk taking on the whole victim mentality these days, and it's kind of interesting.
Ain't that dangerous? That's dangerous. That's very dangerous when people embrace being a victim. Because the reason why I say that is, Joe, because then it gives you justification to do things or not do things. It's like, oh, I'm a victim. Let me go harass or do something to this person, or oh, I'm a victim. I can't do anything. So it's a very mind trap. It's exactly what it is. It's a mind trap.
Yeah, well, and it's very dangerous because out here, I live out in the boonies, and folks here, we're pretty independent. People just figure it out. They work the system. And that's what's so damn goofy. We got white folks on welfare with tons of kids doing the same. They're doing what they think they blame minorities for doing too. It's this whole the abuse of the system and the victimization. It's a very weird time to be a young person, I guess.
Well, they're victims, but they don't know what they're victims of. They are victims. Let's not get it messed up. Mind control and being nudged and because we all are victims of that, but we can't accept victimhood. That's like somebody's attacked, right? In the moment that they're being attacked, they're a victim. Now, if they live out of fear for the rest of their life, they're living in, you know what I'm saying, victimhood. You know, and it's like, I'm not going to do anything because I'm not going to go outside because I got attacked that one time. So there's a difference. I mean, we have to have empathy for people. And I always bring this up for people's, you know, we don't know what people go through. And
yeah.
But at the same time, we had to tell them, like, look, yeah, that did happen, but what you going to do about it? You know, I go back to coach word. What you going to do? Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to do about it? You know,
what are you going to do about
and so you had to, you know, you have to change your life, change your mind, change your life. But that's why they play all these mind games with us, because they know if they get us defeated in our mind, then our actions will never be fruitful.
Yeah, man. I mean, people out here, I mean, straight up cracker town, man. I mean, but people out here, I mean, they're scared shitless of Biden and excuse my language, but I mean, the printing of the money and everything. I mean, everyone's unsettled and
right. It's inflation. You hear, like I said, what do you call it? Hyperinflation. I mean, it's just new mind control techniques.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and
so I mean, don't get discouraged, Joe. Don't get discouraged. I'm sure you can find some like-minded people if it's only one or two. And I'll say this: sometimes it's better to only have two or three good friends instead of a whole host of so-so friends.
Yeah.
So find those two or three people you can work with and communicate with, and I think it would be all right.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to say I respect a lot of what you do, and I appreciate it. Got a little alternative viewpoint in the sense my grandparents came over here as immigrants and everything. And it's kind of interesting. I know it's not the same as slavery and all that, you know, shit that happened, but
right.
I think it's interesting how the narrative can be changed to the whole mind trap shit. I mean, it's pretty interesting how we can convince a bunch of people that we're all victims here. I mean, instead of, you know,
they're casting spells, Joe. They're casting spells across the airwaves.
Yeah.
And I think what a lot of times people that it's not effective on, we can't understand how people fall into it or fall for it. And then we get jaded. But that's why I bring up empathy. It's like, wow, like, how did they get like that?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, so don't get discouraged, and we're here. We're gonna be here. So anytime you feel discouraged, we got the Factz family over here. You know what I'm saying? You're saying we all part of the Factz family. So
yeah, man,
keep calling in, and hopefully we can, you know what I'm saying, we could you can do the work out there and catch a few more listeners, and y'all have something to talk about.
Oh man, I'm glad as hell. I just got on YouTube and saw you were live, so I caught you for the last few minutes. But I really appreciate you hearing me out here, and you're a good man. That's all I can say.
Man, I appreciate that, Joe. That means a lot to me. All right, so you have a good night. Anything else you want to say before you wrap up?
Well, there's a lot more, but you know, have a good one.
Okay, all right. Have a good one.
Yeah, peace.
Yeah, we can't get discouraged. I know it's hard. I know it is, and I know where Joe is at, because the funny thing is, when you have differing thoughts with inside your own community, you're ostracized. So yeah, I mean, I know exactly where Joe is at, because I've been there, and it's like you can't even say certain things at certain functions because you're gonna be ostracized or made fun of or shouted down. So I definitely get it. It's sad, but we know we got the Factz family over here, and we're gonna stick together, and we're gonna keep doing our thing. We got like maybe a few more minutes left. Anybody else wants to call in? Any questions in the live chat? I appreciate y'all hanging in here with me. Natasha, okay, she said there's a saying, I prefer 4 quarters over 100 pennies, and that's right. That's it. I like that one, Natasha. That is so true. And basically you can have the same amount of value with less different personalities to deal with. Watchman D said Lilith is real. Yes, she is, but she won't have the victory. Yep. Robot Underground, they definitely upset the spells, are not working on certain influencers. Yeah, they want us all in despair. Okay, Rose said, I feel the same as Joe, but it gets better. You know, y'all reach out to each other, and I really want to make a platform where we can all get together and have a conversation. If we disagree, we can respectfully disagree. But yeah. What was I saying? Corinthians 10:3. For though I walk through the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Yeah, that's what I was saying before. We don't wrestle with flesh and blood. And I'll wrap up. I'm gonna tell this one story. So me and my wife went out to eat one day, and I could see this waitress coming. You could see it on her face that she was just really having a bad day, and she wanted to make other people have a bad day. And my wife, said she wanted to reciprocate the energy because the lady was rude. But I'm like, dear, let's just be kind. And you know what? We were kind to that waitress, and she came back. She apologized to us. She was like, I'm sorry. I just got a lot on my mind. And she actually told us, like, I got this going on. And, lot, saying it's just driving me crazy. And we actually talked to her for like maybe 30 minutes. And I told my wife, we changed that lady's whole day, because if we would have met her with negativity, then, it would just festered even more and spun out of control. Yep. So I'm going to post the link one more time if somebody wants to make a quick call in before I go. Tobias, I appreciate y'all. Y'all here with me on 11 o'clock at night. Man, it's just sometimes it's therapeutic to talk to y'all because we're all going through something. We're all being inundated with these spells. But we won't let them have victory. Yeah, it changed our whole attitude, Natasha, just by somebody not meeting her with that same negative energy. She looked out. It was at Cracker Barrels too, one of my favorite restaurants. Them peach pancakes be banging. I'm trying to tell you. But that's just me. But yeah, them must be they awesome. Let's see. And no, I'm not getting a check from Cracker Barrels. So we're value for value. And just remember, I'm glad I brought that up. Value for value. You can come to mofactz.com and go to donate. And you can find the PayPal and the Cash App. I'm looking into getting a PO box. I know a couple people asked about that. And any other platform or any other method y'all can think about paying, let me know. Or sending value on our way, and that'd be great. But yeah, Numer said favorite episode was the Lady Justice. Yeah, that was a good one. I appreciate. I like doing that. I mean, like I said, I enjoy doing them all. Man, sometimes just give y'all some insight when I find these clips, because I find them just like I mean just by listening and digging into all just a bunch of material. But when I find them, I just get a bust out laughing to myself, and it's fun to me. It's amazing that you can do something that's fun. You find fun, and people find value in it. Yeah, let's see. You gotta. Sean said you gotta let the light shine through you. There's enough darkness. Yeah, we got to be that light. And you know what? When you are that light, people will be attracted to you. And I told that story before, I think on the last stream, I believe, of it was a person I worked with, and I was like, why are they so happy? And come to find out, it was just like he really enjoyed life. And he just, what I'm saying, it just was coming out of his pores. Yep, value for value is the new way, because it allows us to come up here and we don't have to push agendas or mattresses or underwear or or apps to find cars and all those things. We can get right to it, and then we're not censored or silenced. So yeah, value for value is the way. Yep, don't let them do your light. Yeah, I still make music. Yeah, and actually I'll be posting more music. Music is my love before podcasting. Music will always be my love. I could have actually pursued it, as a venture or a business, but I just didn't like the industry, man. I didn't like the vibes, and I saw where it was headed. Right when I was into it is right when all the Illuminati symbolism came through and all that, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to lose love for it, but I love making music, and I will be posting more. So yeah, just to answer you in a long way. Ralph H says, "Love you, Mo. Looking forward to the next Moe Factz with Adam Curry, which will be recorded tomorrow, Lord willing. If the creek don't rise, as my grandma used to say, we'll get that in the can tomorrow and get it out to y'all. And it's gonna be a doozy. I don't want to oversell it, but no, if I tell you already what the topic is gonna be about, I really put some work into it. Let's see what we got here." Somebody's talking about IBS. Yeah. But yeah, man, I got the anybody else want to call in right quick? We're at the 11 o'clock hour. Shouts out to the IBS. That was fun. He said, "I don't know how you stayed on the phone with that guy so long yesterday because I was seeking to understand so I could be understood. That's why." Yeah, I live those habits, man. I live those habits. I have people that work for me at my job, and I manage out of those habits. I parent out of those habits. I try to use those habits with my spouse. So yeah, it's a lifestyle. It really is a lifestyle. I want to be more effective. Yeah, Ned, I appreciate that. He said, "Appreciate you sharing your platform." Man, hey, look, if y'all got anything y'all want to promote, let me know. You know what I'm saying? We can set it up. Hey, this is the people's platform. Don't get it twisted. Y'all give y'all give the value. So you know what I'm saying? This platform is supported by you all. So don't ever feel like, you know what I'm saying, if you got something you want to promote, or if I can give somebody a alley and y'all ooping on home, y'all let me know. I always said gotta make it earlier next time. Yeah, Natasha, only reason I don't go too early is I know we got people on the West Coast and other places, and if we do it too early, like 7 or 8, they're just getting off work and maybe can't catch it. I know. I'm sorry about that. We got to find a good time. But yeah, we'll find a better time. I'm just still trying to figure it out. And y'all let me know. I might put a poll what the best time and days to do these. Yep. Raul said, "I want to be more." Look, being effective, you can do that right now. It don't cost you any money to be effective. But it'll bring so much value into your life. And I want to share how I found out about that book. I had a manager I worked for. God rest his soul. He is no longer living, but he gave me his copy of that book. He was like, "You never heard of 7 Habits?" And I had heard about it, but I'm like, "Oh, it's another self-help book." But he sat down and explained it to me, and man, once he gave me that book, it was no looking back, and it just changed my whole perspective. It's like, if I want something to happen, I got to be proactive. If I want to be understood, I got to understand people. Those kind of things. So, yeah. Yep. That's what we got to do. We got to edify one another. Michael Martin said, "Hey, Mo, love the content. Where can I find the Mo signal for these live streams?" Where if you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. Now I sound like a YouTuber. If you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, then you'll get the notices when we go live. I also post it on Twitter and Instagram when we're going live. And with these lives, we will have a dedicated time slot. I'm just trying to figure out what it's at. I like Tuesdays and Thursdays. That works for me. But if it doesn't work for y'all, we can consider maybe Mondays and Wednesdays, or Wednesdays and Fridays. Y'all let me know. But I would like to do them 2 times a week, couple hours for each show. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. I had a ball tonight. We, you know what I'm saying? We talked about being effective. We had some great calls come through, people sharing. We got a lot of couples. I like that. We got a lot of couples because those couples could eventually turn into families. And y'all know how I feel about families, how I feel about the kids, how I feel about, you know, just positive families. So I love to hear that when people call in and say, and like Joe said, Mama Riz put him on. So we got the mamas hipping the children, you know, and I would like to also reach out to the younger crowd, maybe, you know what I'm saying, the 16, 18-year-olds. Okay, we can catch them early, man. We'll win this war. We'll win this war. Yep. Let's see. Let me see what I got for y'all. But yeah, I got some new jingles for for this show. For this show exclusively. Got a little you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go Alex Jones on y'all. You know, like I said, we don't do foil shaming around here. You can wear your foil hats proudly around here. Yeah. So, but we're gonna be all right. We're gonna do this. And we always gotta remember to ask. Yep, who designed the culture? Yep. So I think we're gonna wrap up. Let's see. Let's go out with a little music. Since somebody said, "Do I still make music?" Let's see what we got here. Go out with a little song. What we're gonna hear? All right, we play this one. All right, and as I always say, pay attention to everything, and the truth will reveal itself. Hold on, y'all said the volume low. All right, hold on. We're gonna run that back right quick. Sorry about that, y'all. Hold on. Gotta give it some volume. Why is it the volume low? That's crazy. I don't know. We'll figure it out next time. All right, y'all have a good night. I'm about to be out of here. Good night. Talk to y'all later.